Welcome to the Hank Cisco Show, ladies and gentlemen. Don't touch that remote. We got a great show, great guests here, okay? That's great. Well, should I use the word great? I should say that we have here someone that made history here in Montgomery County. She was elected now by the people to be the first women judge in this Montgomery County, okay? Not the state of Pennsylvania. I think there's some that may be out there, I don't know, whatever. Well, we're talking about Montgomery County, okay? And she's a former chief of police from White Marsh. So she has all, all the instruments, like a fighter. She got a left hook, right hook, she got everything working for her. And she's a good person. And that's what counts. Anybody in law enforcement, or anybody that has anything to do with dealing with people, they have to have that compassion and everything that goes with it. Now, without further ado, like they say in Madison Square Garden, in this corner, Sherrif, Behr.
Hey, Hank, how are you?
Okay?
Thank you. How are you
now,
today?
You are the sheriff of Montgomery County.
Yes.
Right? Now, what does a sheriff do? Not like the cowboys and Indians out west,
No, we're a law enforcement function. Primarily based in the courthouse, Montgomery County Courthouse. We're responsible for the security of the courthouse, the courtrooms.
Courtrooms, right. Keep order there.
Keep order. Also, protect the judges, the victims, the witnesses,
right.
The district attorneys. We're responsible for that. We bring the prisoners to and from the courthouse at the request of the judges.
They come from the prison in a bus. Tell me about that new bus you got.
We got a new bus. They actually come from prisons all over the state. There's different times that they come.
Right. You're
They're
right.
all over.
Right.
So we just got a brand new bus. We work with the new commissioners.
Yeah.
The old bus had been breaking down constantly, so we worked with the new commissioners, Leslie Richards, Josh Shapiro, Bruce Castor last year, and got a brand new bus, a lot safer. Runs safer,
it's important.
Safer for the inmates who are being transported. The other buses kept breaking down. It was hot for them. It just wasn't safe.
The worst thing to happen is you have a prisoner and he escapes on you.
Exactly.
I know. Being a county detective. Oh my God! I got a phone call. All right, I'll call you back. Okay, right. So I'm sorry, I forgot to turn it off. Okay, I was Dr. Holton up in Buffalo. I'll call him back.
There.
All right, now let me turn it off so nobody calls me again. All right. All right. I'm sorry. That's my fault. When you're 90 years old, you forget things. So when I was a county detective, we had to go pick up prisoners. And we would take sheriffs or state policemen, whatever. And I guess the biggest embarrassment would be when you fly out to bring a prisoner back and he gets away on you. Hey,
oh yeah.
So you're talking about good security from the
right.
time they leave that courtroom to the bus in the prison.
And to the prison, and
right.
from the prison back to the courtroom when
right.
need be.
Right.
So it's a new vehicle. It's safe. It's good. It's running. Got all the safety lights on it. So we're very, very happy. It was a good working relationship.
Now, how about you got something going on about Christmas coming up?
We do, and in addition to some of the other things, we're very involved in the community, the deputies,
right.
And the staff on the courthouse, and we partnered with the Plymouth Ambulance Association.
Good.
And we collected toys over the past month. And we collected toys that are going to go to Bryn Mawr Hospital and St. Christopher's Hospital. We're still collecting toys up until Saturday. So Saturday, December 7th, we're going to load all the toys up.
December 7th.
This Saturday.
And Christmas on the 25th.
On the 25th.
Okay.
So we're going to deliver toys this week to the two hospitals. And it's been a great partnership.
That's great.
A lot of support from the county employees, from the lawyers, the Bar Association.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't have to
really,
switch it all over, right?
Really, they brought stuff to the courthouse for us, so it's been wonderful.
Right, and now we're talking about Christmas is coming. Christmas. It's Christmas time. It's also sometimes crime time. For some reason or other. Nobody. Some people have that wait for Christmas to go rob somebody or whatever. So, tell me some of the things now, especially women. Women. I mean, these purse snatchers. They don't go around purse snatching men. On women. So they should be protecting themselves. Tell me.
So women should. And Christmas is. We're more aware of safety sometimes at Christmas, but going shopping.
Be aware of your surroundings.
Right, and people are very busy. They're preoccupied with their list. So when they're going shopping, first of all, don't carry your big pocketbook. Leave that big pocketbook at home.
Right.
Leave it home.
Leave all that, your medical thing, boppity boop and all that there.
Leave that home.
Leave them home.
Leave it home. You know what mall you're going to. You know what stores you're going to. If you're going to bring credit cards, bring those credit cards. Limit it. If you're going to bring cash, limit your cash. Bring it in a small purse that you can stick secure in a pocket or something that's small that hangs around in front of you, but very small. Make sure it crosses your body. Hang it across your body, not just over one shoulder.
Where they can snap it.
Right. You don't need all that. You know, just bring your lipstick. You don't need all your makeup in the mall.
But you know what?
You're Christmas shopping.
I was went to a couple courses sometimes and said, if you got a small purse, put it in your shopping bag, put it inside, you know, because purse snatchers don't grabbing groceries.
Well,
you know what I mean? They won't grab your groceries, you know. So prevention. I don't care what you do, but think. And when you be aware, look, don't walk around like this. That guy looks, he's always looking for somebody weak. You look around like, smart, look, okay, right, sharp.
Right, and when you put your packages down, put them down in front of you. Make sure your purse is zipped up. Your credit cards, make sure you get your credit card back.
Oh, that's right.
You know, we like to think every store clerk is honest.
Don't start no conversation. Your eyes should be right on there. My credit card here, what I'm doing. Don't look around and talk about the weather and everything. Hello, yeah, goodbye, yeah, yeah. Right?
Get your credit card back. Make sure you do make sure you do that. Absolutely. Be careful where you walk. Going to and from the malls. Some people go very early in the morning. It's still kind of dark out. You know, park near lights, or make sure when you're getting out of your car you look around. You know, other people in the parking lot. Make sure you know what's around you. When you're leaving the stores, be very careful. If it's dark again, don't leave the mall alone. A lot of the malls have escort services. If you call security, they'll watch you to your car.
Use every
everything you can, or just wait. And when you see some other shopper leaving the mall, walk with them to your cars, so that there's safety in numbers. You know, have your cell phone tucked away. Don't have your cell phone where they could steal it. If you're walking around the mall, don't walk holding your cell phone talking on it. If you're going to talk, stop, sit down, get out of the middle of the mall.
And look and see where you're going.
They're going to steal that cell phone. They're going to knock you over and take your cell phone. So sit down and do that.
And most people that they snatch it from can't run fast, and snatchers are fast runners.
They're fast runners, and they'll knock you down. They don't care.
No, they don't. You got to be careful too, and they grab the purse, you know. And next thing you know, boom, they got a broken elbow, they got a broken hip, you know. So, well, look, I don't want to scare. We don't want to scare you. Have a Merry Christmas,
but just use common sense.
Okay? Happy Christmas. Okay? Now, Christmas is about family, husbands and wives and children. Everybody sitting down. But then again, we got some that don't want to fool around. You know, they want to fool around, and they don't want to take things serious with their family. And they separate, and then they go over here, they go over there, and that poor family, the wife or so, is here with the kids, and nobody's helping, okay? Now, there's a law that they have to pay. Now, thank God we have a sheriff that turns around and says, and, you know, the women come here and say, my husband didn't do this here, my husband did. Tell me what you did. You know, lock these guys up. You got responsibility to take care of it. Go ahead.
We work in cooperation with the Domestic Relations Office and the judges.
Tell me what the domestic relations
is they're the ones that oversee the payments, the child care payments. They oversee the safety of the children in the family. So when you are ordered to pay by the court, or you agreed to pay and you don't pay, Domestic Relations and the judge issue a warrant. You're in contempt of court. So they give us the warrants. We go out and we serve the warrants, and we pick the parents up.
Yeah, but before you do that, a lot of times you go there, they're not there, they're running. They're
well, we do send them letters first. We try to send them a letter.
That's what I want to say.
We give them warnings. We try to locate them. We ask them to please come in. We work with the courts. We then, if they refuse or they don't show up, we then send warrant teams out, and we serve the warrants.
You give them all the opportunity to come in, right?
Absolutely. We even this past year in the summer did an amnesty week. We publicized it.
You just made a roundup, what they call a roundup time in Texas.
We just did a big roundup. We went out with Domestic Relations and with Bucks County Sheriff jointly.
Oh, yeah? And in other words, the guy might be from another county.
Right. And we had people that, in Bucks County that live here. And we picked up 8 of the most 10 wanted who were doing money.
You talking about, what are some of the bills these guys owe?
Oh, we had some that one was $37,000.
$37,000. You can imagine the guy letting the bill go to $37,000, not taking care of his wife and children. Come on.
Yeah, and
the guy belongs in jail.
And there's also deadbeat mothers. We have women we picked up too. It's
What
not
do they
just
do?
men.
What do they do wrong?
They don't pay. There's sometimes that dad
Well, wait a
has.
minute. Well, why should they be paying? They're
The
women.
dad has custody of the kids.
Oh.
We forget about that.
Oh.
We forget that
I gotta
sometimes
think about that. Yeah, in other
dad
words-
has custody, and we had mothers
they're
that
not
we
taking
picked
care
up
of
too,
them.
and they are supposed to be paying support too. So we have
And-
mothers that we need to pick up too, and we have picked mothers up too.
And
in
we
this
have a
last
special
roundup.
prison for women?
Well, there's an annex. It's a division, Montgomery County Prison, but there's a
Did they have
different.
here in Montgomery County?
They have a women's section.
Oh, I know for a while they were using that. The state hospital had an empty
Yeah.
building they were doing until they did that.
But you know, if they're out there and you have a family member and you know they owe back support, they should really go in and they should talk to domestic relations. They try to work with the families.
right.
They don't want them locked up, because if they're locked up, they don't have a salary, they're not working, they're not making money.
Right.
So we really encourage them. If you know someone and they're falling behind
Come in
in
and
support,
work out something.
come in and
Right.
work out something with the domestic relations.
Who was it? Max Schmeling and Joe Lewis, and the guy says you can run, but you can't hide. You know, and they're running, and the bill's creeping up. You know, and it's a disgrace. You know, I don't like to see that.
yeah.
You know, and sometimes it becomes very dangerous because it becomes a problem. You know, with fighting or whatever it may be. You know,
And it's very hard on the children.
Yeah,
Very hard on the children.
Right.
And
I know I've had my experience being a policeman for 24 years in Norristown and a county detective. So I've seen both sides a little bit, you know, and from the beginning of arrest and follow through to the courts. So I think that's one thing, especially Christmas time. Look, take care of your family. That's what it's all about, okay? Now, tell me what other, you got the canine units. Tell me about that.
we just
Something new, cat. You know the
Something
canine
new.
unit. You're nothing but a hound dog. You're nothing but a hound dog. That's the canine means dogs. Okay, go
we
ahead.
just got our first 3 canines this year. We have 1 bomb detection dog and 2 drug narcotic dogs that we got grants for.
Wait, narcotic.
Narcotics. They will search out narcotics, buildings, cars, and 1 explosives dog with grants.
They sniff the.
Sniff. Yeah. And they just completed training.
Well, they sniff for drugs. Well, what else? What other uses? I guess empty buildings. Sometime when there's a suspect, there's a building.
Suspect, they
somebody
can go
there.
in. They can for tracking. We call it for if there's somebody in the building for tracking. Somebody commits a crime, we can track them if they run from the scene of a crime. They can also track missing people. They can track people who maybe an Alzheimer's patient or maybe a child who's missing. So they're not just tracking for the bad guys. They can track anybody that may be lost, and we do have that need in this county for people who are sick, disoriented, who wander away from home. So there's a very good thing, and some of it was funded by the district attorney's office. Our district attorney Risa Vetri-Furman.
Yeah, Risa Server-Furman was good. She's
And
going to be on my show next week.
She
Good.
was wonderful as part. So it's a great partnership with her and the county
Oh,
detectives, and the explosives dog is from the Department of Homeland Security that we got a grant. So we have it because we have a bomb squad. We are the bomb squad from Montgomery County, for Chester County, and we partner with Philadelphia.
Oh,
so
good,
we are the
good.
bomb detection unit.
Let me tell you, you partnered with Philadelphia Canines,
Yes.
right? Well, we know Frank Rizzo. You can see my picture there. I've been with him quite a few times to help him campaign, and I was one of his pallbearers. And he told me a story one time when they first come on with canines in Philadelphia, and he was a little weary. I don't know. I'd rather have a man. He was going back and forth. So finally, they had a lookout for. They thought some guy was going to rob a bank. So they had the guys. One guy was camouflaged like a digging the street and all. And finally, the guy comes in. He puts a note in. He puts a note on the thing. Give me all your money, or And next thing, he went out. Bought an arm or anything. So finally, the only thing they had was a note. So they got these dogs. They got to smell it, and the dog ate it. He ate the evidence. So he says, "Oh, dog," But be careful. Don't get that evidence close to that dog's nose.
They're
So-
great. A wonderful asset. Great
Oh,
partners.
definitely. No, they
Very
come in
good.
because you take in a big building, you get the alarm goes off and somebody's in there and so many rooms. That dog will sniff around, and when he hears somebody or sees somebody or smells somebody, he's going to bark. And when he barks, you go there.
Right.
I had one time at Bishop Kendrick High School, the alarms went off, and we're going to get the dogs, and dogs around to finally, the one we're looking at the toilets, and then the next thing you know, we opened the door, and we didn't open the door. The guy was just looking, and he was standing on the toilet seats, so we couldn't see the feet, So you got to really, when you look, so if a dog would have smelled it, smelled him anyhow. No, I mean, it smelled him, not the other thing, what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and because their grants will support and assist police departments all throughout Montgomery County with the dogs that they'll call.
In other words, that's another thing. You help other police departments throughout the county.
Yes, we do.
Right?
Yes, we do.
Now, they request, what are some of the requests they
They request us for any type of explosives incident, we would go and help. If there's a large crowd, we can help with crowd control.
Cold control,
Crowd control with that. During emergencies, maybe last 2 years ago, I guess, during Sandy and the year before that, Irene, during the hurricanes, we assisted with security at the Red Cross shelters in 3 different areas. So if we go and do security at the Red Cross shelters, and one of them was right here in East Norton, they opened up a school. We'll go and assist the Red Cross, and it puts those police officers back on the streets to help answer all the calls.
Oh, I see that,
So we can help with those types of incidents.
I think you played a big part when Officer Fox funeral.
Yes,
that
we
was
did.
a big escort. No, I know my grandson's a policeman in West Norton, and they worked double shifts and everything else, But I know the Sheriff's Department played a big part.
We assisted, and we are actually we have 109 sworn deputies, so we're
109,
one of the largest law enforcement agencies in the county, and that's one of our jobs
Definitely.
is to support, and we work and we partner and we train with the other police departments so we can be there to help everybody.
Yeah, and now the bomb squad, you get a suspicious something. Tell me how that operates, how that. Somebody calls in, what's the procedure?
Somebody calls in and it's a suspicious package or a police
Don't have
officer.
to be a call, it's been you.
It could be a person, and they call, the local police would go, they would call the county and ask for the bomb disposal unit. And the bomb techs go out, we have 8 bomb techs. They respond to the scene to assist the local police department.
They have a remote, one of them monkeys,
have,
or whatever they call them. I don't know what they call them, remote. No, I say monkey. I don't mean monkey.
Robot.
Robot, yeah. Well, it was close to it anyhow.
Yeah, we have a robot.
You have
a
it?
high-tech robot with cameras.
And it goes around?
It goes around, it can pick it up, it can rip it open. We have techs that actually can go up and X-ray something to look into it.
What do you mean, from a distance? Or
Yeah, they can get close with the robot, and they can take an X-ray of the package to see what's in it, and then they can decide what they have to do with it, whether it's just a hoax or they have to render it safe or we need a further investigation.
Well, and also you assist also with traffic on Main Street, and when the people are going back and forth from the courthouse to the parking lot, and also
for pedestrian safety crossings.
And I think the fact that the police they have a uniform, and that's a good crime prevention too. It's assisting Norristown police as far as if a guy's going to rob a place, you're going to look around and say, he sees a cop here and he sees a cop there. He says, hey, So when I was in charge of the crossing guards, I wanted all my crossing guards to wear the uniform. They look like police officers, because a guy's riding around, he's going to purse snatch, he's going to do something. He sees just crossing guard. Look, he don't know whether it's a policeman. He sees the uniform. These guys are stupid, and they think, well, they see the badge and everything, right? But good. If we can fool them, we use any kind of technique we can to beat them.
Yeah.
Okay? They can't be too smart because you'd be in jail. If you were, let's talk about something else. Because I'm talking like a cop now. Well, we got to do. But, Chris, tell me something about you now.
About me. Oh, this is my first term as sheriff of Montgomery County. I'm very.
You put 4 years in?
No, not yet. I'm still in the first term. So I was elected, so I'm still in my first term.
I got you when you first elected.
Right.
And how did you get to know me?
I got to know you years ago through different public relations, and you worked in the community and different other, especially in youth programs. I was involved when I was at White Marsh Police, I was a juvenile officer for years.
Oh.
I worked with traffic and youth, so there was different
And then
programs.
how about community college?
Community college, I had you as an instructor at community college.
I was instructor.
You spoke there at community college.
I spoke it, yeah.
Yes, you did.
What did I said? I told him, look, you're going to be a policeman, you got to learn how to bob and weave, you know, that's what it's all about, you know. Don't go out, you know, you got to talk to people real smooth, you know. Hello, yeah, and you get the information. If you go, nobody's going to talk, you know. So go ahead.
That's true.
So you took a course in community college.
Well, I actually got my associate's degree at community college.
Yeah, I got an associate degree too, you know.
Yeah, so
I got that in my back pocket. I got a GED. I didn't graduate high school. I got the GED.
But I'm still very supportive of community college. I'm on the criminal justice board. I think it's a great school, you know.
Would you say that education is one of the most important things that moves you forward in your life?
Absolutely. I continue to go to school whenever I can. I actually went to community college and then went to paralegal school. As I worked full-time, went to paralegal school at night. And then I went back while I was working full-time and went to college for my bachelor's. So, and even in my job, every year we have mandated training. I don't think if I didn't continue to learn and take courses myself, that I don't think I would have this opportunity to be here with you as the sheriff. I think education is so important. Knowledge really is power.
Education, experience, very important, you know, get that education experience, do it, learn something, you know, but that's why I always say, and here we are in Northtown High School, I say, you know, get that education. Don't go through school just bobbing and weaving and having fun. It's a lot of fun after you have that education and you get yourself a nice job. Now, what else we got to the sheriff's department that's got bubbling there?
What else do we have?
Up front.
This Friday, we'll be taking candy that we collected to the USL. We partnered around Halloween with Dr. Angel Stout.
Halloween? Oh, my God.
Back at Halloween, we started this. Dr. Angel Stout, who's a dentist in the southeastern Pennsylvania area, she, several years ago, started collecting candy that, you know, kids go trick-or-treating, and mom and dad don't let them have half the candy because they think it's bad for their teeth. So she started collecting this candy from her patients, and I found out about it. She's a friend.
Right.
So this year we put up posters and flyers in the courthouse and the office buildings around the courthouse and said, your unused candy or candy you won't let your kids have, bring it in, and we'll take it to the USO. So we collected about 300 pumpkins.
USO is for the Army.
Army, yep.
Yeah.
So we collect the candy, and Friday we're going with her. We're going to deliver it down to the USO.
Friday.
This Friday afternoon, and they're going to ship it overseas to our military.
Oh, my God.
We had a wonderful response from all the county employees. They were wonderful. They brought, some county employees went out and brought candy in. They didn't have any to send down to the USO. So we're going as representatives, not just as the sheriff's department, but as the county employees to give this candy to the USO on Friday.
We talked about enforcement, you know, putting them in jail, K9, the bomb squad, you know, all these things. But that's what I'm trying to say about the sheriff's department. It's, you know, it has a heart, it moves along, and it's helping people, you know, and good public relation. And you're also helping with as far as you have a drug program or something. What's that about?
We have deputies that are trained in DARE, the Drug Enforcement Education, and also in
What they call that?
DARE. D-A-R-E.
D-A-R-E.
Right.
DARE.
And now there's a component called GREAT, which also addresses gang issues that we now have deputies certified in. So we're actually in the Norristown School District. We're working with schools in the Norristown School District teaching DARE, the drug education, and the anti-gang.
You have somebody assigned to that, right?
Yes, they have to be specially trained.
I had them on my show here.
Yes, you did.
Good job.
So we're working, and we work with other schools in the county too. We're down in the Lower Moreland area. We're up in the Pottstown area, working with those school districts on those programs throughout the county. Some of the police departments who would like to do these programs, they're small because the areas are small.
Don't have the personnel.
So we work, but their police chiefs come to us, so we work with them with these programs in their schools. We partner with them, is what we are doing.
You know, we talk about drug. When I first became on the police department in Norristown for 1951, you know, I guess a lot of people aren't even born in, but that drug thing come on, I didn't know anything about drugs, you know. All I know about spaghetti, meatballs, and raviolis, you know. But next thing you know, the first thing we ever had was these junior high school kids were buying glue. They do little airplanes and stuff, and put a paper bag, and then we're sniffing, you know, sniffing glue. That was so we were looking for brown paper bags, you know, we'd stop it. Then we had another girl, she was getting a cigarette and putting a comb for her comb, getting one of the two to put it in there, and she's smoking, and that got a high, you know. So they were sneaking in a little bit of drink in their powder, whatever it was, you know. So yeah, it had to be one. I had one little kid, I'll never forget, it was Holy Savior School. He worked at the Gennardi's, and he was putting the shelves of the food and stuff, and he had some oregano, you know, and the oregano broke, and he looks and says, oh my God, it looks like marijuana. He was getting it, putting in little bags, and he was selling for $5. So the nun called me, he says, I got somebody selling marijuana, you know. So, but it was oregano. You put on Zeps. Yeah. All right, now, we only got 5 or 10 seconds to go here. Tell me, give me a finishing line.
A finishing line. I'm actually very proud to be elected sheriff and serving the communities and working with all these police departments in Montgomery County.
You're well liked too.
And you know, we partner with them, and I'm proud to be able to serve the residents with their police and all these programs. Right. And I think partnership, regardless of which, is important, and we're partners.
That's good. You know,
that's what we are.
Years ago, there was one here, one there, you know, nobody was fun, but now they're all working together, which is then that's, you have to work together to fight crime. Okay, it's a 15-round fight. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for allowing us to come in. We want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Hear what I said? Merry Christmas. And Sherrif, I want you to keep bobbing and weaving, okay? Left hand, right hand. So I want to thank everybody, and may God bless each and every one. And for my Hispanic friends, adios, amigos. Here we go. Alabalatum, okay? Air. A la salud. That means to your health, okay?